So Oscar Allen, guys, this was something I earmarked early last year, just planting a seed, right? My point back then, and it still stands, is he's been at a club that has been perpetually failing for the last 7 years, ever since their premiership season. He's had inconsistencies with his knee. He's now playing for a side in the present day in 2025 where they look like they're going to be a bottom four side once again. It seems like Harley Reid won't last there. So what confidence does that give Oscar Allen staying at the club and never really having a proper tilt at premiership glory, especially with his injury concerns? He's probably thinking, shit, if I stay here, I'm cooked. I could be cooked. Yes, he's homegrown. He supported the club growing up. He's a captain of the club. I'm pretty sure if he's not the captain, he's the vice captain. Those things are all valid. But at the end of the day, if you want to contest and compete at the top level and be surrounded by the best players in the league, like Nick Dacos, like De Goey, learn from the likes of Pendlebury, Sidebottom, Myercheck, Membry, McStay, Elliott, the list goes on, then why wouldn't he consider it? Why wouldn't he consider a lifestyle change? Does he want something different compared to what he's accustomed to in Western Australia? So he's another player who will be a restricted free agent. I'll just double check. Let me check. Bear with me. Out of contract. Let's see. Let's get to West Coast. So Oscar Allen, this is his eighth year of service at the club. He's a restricted free agent. So another similar case where if he was to nominate Collingwood, the AFL could just compensate the Eagles for not matching the contract that Collingwood offer Oscar Allen. That is our best situation. But once again, similar to LDU, if he doesn't nominate a club and it's a free-for-all, it becomes increasingly more unlikely that Collingwood will have a chance at someone like Oscar Allen. That's one of the variables in this conversation that make or break the potential of getting someone like Oscar Allen at the club. And it sounds like, based on listening to Gettable today with, I think it's Cal Twomey and Riley Beveridge, they were talking about how the Pies are engaging with trying to acquire someone like Oscar Allen. And he was drafted. So if he's served this is his 8th year, take that back to 2015. So he'd be what? 20? Sorry, guys, I've absolutely cooked that, haven't I? You know what? When you can't do basic maths, you just refer to Google. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Oscar! If you're watching, we want you at the club. And yeah, so he's 26 today. And there are other clubs eyeing him off. We're looking at Collingwood, who have entered the race. Brisbane and Hawthorn are also two other clubs who are interested in Oscar Allen's services. If he's not looking for the hustle and bustle that the Melbourne lifestyle forces upon you, then maybe Brisbane is look, to be honest, Brisbane sounds like a perfect fit with no Joe Danaher there. The media isn't as crazy. The weather's nice there. It's like hot like Western Australia. Then maybe that would be his first consideration. Hawthorn, a club that are going to be a premiership fancy this year. And if he likes the culture of the young kids, the cool kids at the Hawks, and maybe he goes there. Or does he just want to join the biggest club in the land, that is Collingwood, and be under the tutelage of greats of the game and under a great coach in Fly McRae? So Will says Braden Maynard is the modern day Darren Mullane. I love that. Has Bruzzy won the Darren Mullane medal before? Surely. What are you guys saying about Bruzzy? So 42 votes and 74% of you say Bruzzy will remain at Collingwood. Peter G says Shane O'Brien has got his work cut out already. Great point, Peter. And he was under the great man Stephen Wells at Geelong, who's managed to get some great players to the club. Most recently, Bailey Smith. He's gotten Tyson Stengel. He's helped get Patrick Dangerfield, Jeremy Cameron to the club. So, if you want the right man, if there was ever the right man to get a certain big player like LDU or Oscar Allen or Jamari Ugle-Hagan or Christian Petrarca or the Bon and the list goes on, then I think we're in good hands with Shane O'Brien. Tie that in with what Lepic was able to accomplish in the offseason for us. I think we're in good hands. I think this is our best opportunity to get a big fish. Yeah, Dan Houston was a big fish as well. Dual All-Australian. He's already doing great things for the club. But I think a player like Oscar Allen's a different kind of big fish, if that makes any sense. Steve-O says, Oscar Allen, his knees are no good. Keep away from Collingwood. Yeah, there was that article that came out in the preseason how a specialist overseas said he has the knees of a 40-year-old. But then, look, that could be true. But then I'm watching the game again between West Coast and Gold Coast, and I don't know if this is anything to go by, but Oscar Allen didn't have any knee strapping. So if you have the knees of a 40-year-old, don't you think you'd at the very least be wearing strapping? We'll find out. We'll know about his knees this year. We'll find out about his continuity, his health status, and see where that all lands at the end of the year.